Lally, and I'm finally sitting down to do the tag. I was tagged by Miss Linda from the New Orleans Garden. New Orleans Garden. And every time I was trying to sit down to try to do the tag, something would happen. Now I'm finally able to sit down and do this tag. So I was tagged to answer 5 questions, and I had to write down my answer. And that's another thing is I had to think about some of my answers. So let's get started. So first question is, what 3 YouTube channels inspire you? So I had to think about that. I was like, inspiring me to do what I do out in the garden. So I actually had 4, but one of the channels, they took a break and they haven't been back, so I'm kind of sliding someone else in their slot, but I just wanted to mention them anyway. So my first one is the gardening channel with James Prigioni. I think I'm saying this right, his last name right, Prigioni, I think. And he has a food forest, and it's just magnificent. I mean, all of the produce that is coming out of his garden is awesome. Tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplants, tomatoes of various sizes, cherry tomatoes, huge tomatoes, tomatoes of different colors. It's really nice, and you should check out his channel if you get a chance. He has a food forest, and he has fruit trees, berry bushes, all kinds of vegetation that work with one another in his garden. And this is his 5th year. So just watching his channel really inspires me, because that's something I would like to have happen in my backyard. So I'm trying to get some perennial plants started in my backyard that'll come back on their own and get to a point where my garden will be working for it, just be working itself, and I won't have to do much but go out there and harvest. Okay, so the next channel this is a very popular channel, and this guy's name is Justin Rhodes. I watch his channel. He's right now doing a Great American Farm Tour, and they're based out of North Carolina, and they are currently traveling across the states. They just came out of Alaska. They converted an old school bus to a bus that they're living in, and they are literally traveling across the country, visiting different farms or people who garden, backyard garden, and they're visiting these people and just showing you how people in different areas of our country are either farming or gardening, and it's really inspirational to me to just see some everyday ordinary people just getting out there growing their own food. It really inspires me to watch his channel. The drone footage that he has, I just love watching when he sends the drone up and it's overlooking farms and backyard gardens, or just huge gardens. It's just to see landscape is really nice, how he puts it all together. So that really inspires me. Just to me, it almost has like a artistic feel to it. Like when you get into gardening, however you're going about doing it, whether on farming aspect or I guess just dealing with the plant aspect, it's an artistic feel to it, because gardening is so beautiful. So next channel is Art and Bree, and I love how they have a very simple way of life. They have a homestead, and they just they're like somewhat of a young family with 4 small kids, and they just show life on their farm. They show life in starting up their garden, and just a simple life, just enjoying life. And I really like that. I really enjoy watching their channel first thing in the morning, because it kind of just inspires me, because that's what I want, just enjoy the simple things in life. And that's how God started us off, in a garden. But they haven't been, they took a break and they haven't been back, and I'm seriously missing them. So beside them, I'm putting his YouTube channel. His name is Mark, and YouTube channel is I Am Organic Gardening. And I love how he just breaks it down and gives you the nitty gritty on what's going on in the soil. And I'm so glad I came across this channel. I needed that. That helped me to really understand when you have it right underneath in the soil, the microbes, the insects, the life that's going on in the soil. And if you make sure you get that going right, you're going to have some good success above the soil. So I really enjoy when he puts a video out. Every time I see a notification come out, I always make sure I check out his video just to see what he's talking about. And sometimes I have to go back and relook at some of his videos, and then I look out in my garden and I look in the soil and then look at the wood chips, and it's slowly starting to sink in a lot of what he's saying. And it also helps me to do research in looking up more information about how to have a healthy soil. So that was question 1. Question 2 is, name 3 things you are good at. I was like, okay. I feel like I said I'm not an expert in these things, but I just feel like I do pretty good. Of course, I feel like I'm good in gardening. I've been doing it for a number of years. This year is my first year doing back to eating gardening, putting wood chips or heavy mulch over the soil and not tilling. Years before, I will always till the soil. So this year, and I didn't have the greatest of results like I'm having this year. This is my best year ever. So I feel like I'm pretty good with gardening, because I'm always learning and learning from my consequences and getting either bad results or good results, but I'm learning. The next is photography. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert in photography. I just like to take pictures. I like to take landscape pictures. I like to take sunrise and sunset pictures. I think every time I look up in the sky for a sunset, I'm like, it amazes me. God never gives you the same. It's always something different, and the color of the sky is just beautiful when you have a sunset. When the sun is just getting ready to go down, or it's already in the process of going down. It's so beautiful, especially if you catch it over water. And so the third thing is, I'm good at being forgetful. I've always been that way since I was a teenager. You tell me something, I can forget it just like that. I think over the years I've gotten a little better, but I'm still forgetful. People who know me that know me real good know that I can be forgetful. Okay, so third question. Name 3 things that excite you. Okay, 3 things that excite me. Spending time with my husband always excites me. We have 2 girls, and they've gotten older and stuff. So, whenever we get a chance to spend time together, that really excites me. Versus, in parents, when children are small, it's kind of hard, to just have that getaway time. Thrift store shopping excites me, because I always like how you never know what you're going to find. When you go to the thrift store, the different, especially I like to visit different thrift stores. I haven't done it in a while lately, but every time I go, I get excited because you never know what you're going to get when you go into a thrift store. And this excites me. Enjoying a sweet treat. I like sweets. I like a little cake. I like a good cookie. So, and ice cream on a hot day, perfect. So those things excite me. And what 3 things relax me? Taking a nap relaxes me. I like to get up early in the morning, get going and whatnot. And then, now this is not every day, but there's some days that I just need to lay down and take a quick power nap. 5-10 minutes, go down, pop up. I'm good for the rest of the day. Not going into a deep sleep, but just a quick nap. Sitting outside on nice evening weather. I love the feel of a nice, somewhat cool breeze outside, or just listening outside, just listening to the insects, the peace of sitting outside. I love doing it in the morning time, and I love doing it in the evening time. And sometimes at nighttime, I'll sit outside at night, late at night, just to sit outside and listen to the quiet. It's amazing. It amazes me how I can hear traffic, and I'm not that close to the main road, but I can hear the traffic at night. So those things that relaxes me. And listening to the wind. I like to hear the sound of the wind. It just, I don't know, it's just soothing to me. I always thought it was soothing. So those out. Well, my 5th one is tag 3 channels to participate in this tag. The 3 channels that I have selected are Southern Yankee Homestead Journey, Garden City, and Lovers for Health Life. Or I think it's Healthier Life. Lovers for a Healthier Life, I think. So those are my 3 tags. I really enjoyed doing this. There's some interesting questions, give you something to think about, what you like to do, and good questions. So I hope you enjoyed getting to know a little something about me. And thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.